My love, I'm sorry for filming this while I'm topless. Even though I know you don't mind, I just feel that it might cut the, you know, the video into a bit of a. It seems like more of a joke, but it's not. I take this video very seriously. Just like the time where before when I had court, I was talking to you beforehand and I was crying and I was upset. Not this time, but not yet. So it'll just take longer, in the day, but the same result will happen in the sense that I'll be upset no matter what happens, good or bad. It'll be probably the very most likely scenario is that nothing will kind of happen today, but so that's what I expect. So it's not good or bad. It's good temporarily, but it's not good overall. But it just means things are a bit delayed, just a bit. They'll be delayed about 3 or 4 weeks. So that should be that. But I won't. I will not know until it happens, and it's just up to the judge. The law system over here is very complicated, and it has gotten very just. It's kind of like layering things on top of each other, and the types of laws that are made these days are absolutely insane. There are things called thought crimes. And that's one of the things that have just cropped up in the last few months, and it's hard to explain it right now, so I'll not bother. But basically, take my word for it, the laws in Northern Ireland and the Republic, which is the south of Ireland, the rest of the island of Ireland, the laws are getting insane, and they're really scary. It's not that, well, if you don't do anything wrong, then you won't have anything to worry about. It's not like that. They're making laws to keep weirdos happy in a sense, because, for example, they legalized gay marriage, and there's no such thing. In the Bible it says marriage between a man and woman. It's not the exact quote, but it is what all the religious experts say, and it's not like a debatable kind of thing. It's not that oh, it might be this, it might be that. It's one thing, but the reason I'm going on about it is that they made that law where churches are now forced to marry two men or two women. It is insane. Marriage is between a loving husband and a loving wife, and churches should not be forced to put up with sin. And basically, that's just an example of what it's like. And I'm not going to go on about the law really, but yeah, that's just what it's like. So you have to understand, babe, that you're just kind of beginning to know the kind of very complicated process about UK law. If you're thinking that it won't suit you, like if you're trying to live over here in the future and stuff like that, there, actually they treat foreign people better than their own citizens. It's a very weird system where asylum seekers and foreign nationals coming over to stay permanently are better treated than the citizens that are native to the island of Ireland. And it is a great shame. It is a great shame what's happening to the country. Like, I've never ever felt that I loved this country, but I also felt like, well, it's the only thing I know, but put it this way, the things that I'll miss when I go to live with you, the things will be family. It won't be like, oh, I miss this certain town. It won't be things like that. Yeah, it's nice when Ireland is at its best is when it's rural, meaning out in the countryside. Nice green hills and like just nice scenery. like apart from that, for me anyway, there's not much. Just checking to see if you've sent me a message. I think you're asleep, but I will send you this. Again, sorry. I hope you don't mind. Um, that question was very funny, by the way. The one you asked me about my the the size. Why were you asking that, babe? Mama, why are you asking that? Yeah, but yeah, like I'm happy to answer it, and it's kind of like the most boring answer is that it's normal sized for a white man. And when I say white man, um, it's notorious that, well, I say notorious, it's well known in culture in the West that men in Asian countries, I don't know if all Asian countries, but things like Japan and maybe China, would the average man has smaller size than white men. Sorry, someone texted me. Yes, my dad. He's up taking a coffee, but what I mean is that yeah, white men usually are luckier, and like I've never. You're talking about size. I'm sorry, I didn't come out with an actual size, but I actually don't know. I actually don't know the size lengthwise. I always like giving precise answers. You know me by now. I wonder, does my hair look cool? I guess I feel like the way it is right now, it's maybe it's just the way it looks because it's like it's perfect, kind of slicked. Never mind. I know this part is all weird, but I'm just about to go for a shower, so it'll be all washed anyway. But yeah, so I'm very lucky. Like so I'd say Asian men are probably the unluckiest when it comes to size, and then white men are in the middle, and I would be average, so I'm pretty much dead center, which I'm happy with. Like there's actually I've heard of like stories on TV and stuff like that that lots of women actually are very afraid of big, like because they might they might fear of being hurt and stuff. There's probably women that like bigger, but like I'm happy with like the way it is. Like so like I'm not ashamed of it, and it's not like I'm super proud of it either. I just don't care as long as I have a loving wife that loves me and loves my leg guy. Like, but you get what I mean. Like I'm not super obsessed with pointless kind of characteristics like that, but I get what you mean. Like I want it to be something that is the perfect size if you had to choose. This is so weird, but yeah. But no, I appreciate you asking it. Ask anything. I'm always happy to answer. And if I haven't ever given a clear answer on something, then I'm happy to answer it again. Like, and to give more clear uh, answers for you. I'm just going to look at this message again. Okay, Steve, just after getting up, we coffee first. Text you soon. Right. So I might have a chance to get a call. It may be only 5 minutes. I just have to see, like in the next hour, how far my parents are away and from getting here, and also, like like getting the shower and just the tiny few things done, and I'm having to prepare, like emails and stuff for my uncle. Like this time it's not for my uncle to be helped; it's for me to help my uncle because like I'm helping my uncle to for his case, but he's helping me much more than I'm helping him with my case. Like he's doing a ton for me, so I'm more than happy to help him. But yeah, it's about me today. Like like I do get a lot of great treatment by my family, and I'm put first all the time. But I wish this thing wasn't me being put first today. I wish I was just a background character, like where I would be, like not the most important person in the room. And the reason I'm most important person is because this court nonsense is to do with me. But don't be afraid of the court stuff because of what I said. But I'm just kind of demonstrating to you about how crazy it is these days. And yeah, like there's things called misgendering, and I don't know if you've heard of that, baby. I hope it hasn't leaked all the way over to the Philippines. But you can, okay, I'll explain it like this. You can be arrested for misgendering somebody. And if you don't know what misgendering is, I actually am happy that you don't know what it is. And I will probably ruin your innocence by telling you. Misgendering is for the crazy people that believe that are women believing they're men, and the more likely that there be men thinking that they're women. Like those trans weirdos that think they're, like another, like, yeah, God loves them, and it's a legitimate mental disorder called gender dysphoria. Like it means that you don't know. It's like a big confusion about, instead of sexuality, about who you're attracted to. It's confusion about what gender you are. Like if you're born with male genitals, like in male, like genitals, like I said, then you're male. Like, and if you're born with female parts, you're female, and as simple as that. But yeah, and what I mean by misgendering is, if for the weirdos, the crazy guys that say like I'm a woman even though they're clearly a guy, it's like there's like I'm a woman, like this deep voice, like and they're clearly not. I'm a woman, in this aggressive, manly way. But if you said, actually, no, you're a man. If you said that to people now in this country, when it's signed into law, let's just say if I do it, right? Let's put me as an example, and I say the truth to somebody that may consider themselves to be female, even though they're male. If I say, nope, you're not a female, you're clearly a male, you're not female, like I could be arrested and convicted just for that, and possibly imprisoned for that. Like that's not a joke. I swear to God, I swear. Like that is what things are like. Like I don't know what exact kind of penalties you can be given, like what kind of charges and sentencing you can be given for misgendering somebody. But considering that, like jail is the inevitable conclusion, like to all the crimes, then it's got to be prison time of even if it was a day, it would be too much. Imagine telling the truth, but in 2023, telling the truth lands you in prison. That is, I'm smiling, but I'm like, like so dumb, so dumb. I'm gonna try and send you this clip now, babe. I hope you're well. But I will probably, yeah, I'm going to get showered in a few minutes. Yeah, but 2.5 hours time, I'll be on my way. So yeah, I'll send this now, and I'll send the next part.